Yeah, today I am going to explain about side angle side congruence rule. Those who have not kept heading left side, keep heading left side. Yes, yes. Side angle side congruence rule. Side angle side side angle side congruence rule. In previous class, I explained very clearly to you what is the meaning of congruence. If two geometrical figures are congruent, they have equal shape and size. If two figures have equal shape but size are different, that is called similar figure. Yeah. Now down, what is side angle side congruence rule? Yeah. First, listen carefully, students. What is the meaning of side angle side? How many sides are there? There are two sides and one angles. Listen carefully. Don't write anything. Suppose I am drawing two triangle. Listen carefully, student. Yeah. First triangle name is ABC. Second triangle I am taking PQR. First triangle name is ABC. Second triangle name is PQR. Suppose this side is 2 centimeter. This is 3 centimeter. This side 2 centimeter. This side 3 centimeter. This angle is 65 degree. This angle is also 65 degree. Yeah. In this both figure, you students, you are observing first figure, angle B is 60 degree. Means angle B corresponds to angle Q. AB line AB corresponds to line PQ and BC correspond to QR. You are observing, students, here I have given value also. The value of AB is equal to 3 centimeter. AB corresponds to PQ. Means AB covers to PQ. Now, and BC covers to QR. Next angle B is equal to 65 degree covers to angle Q. Now in this both figure, students, you are observing two sides are equal, one angle is equal. If two sides are equal, one angle is equal, then we can say side angle side congruence rule we can apply here, because two sides are equal and one angle is equal. Now what is the actual meaning of SAS congruence rule? Two triangles are said to be congruent if two sides and the included angle of one triangle are equal to the two sides and included angle of the other. This is called SAS rule. Note down this concept firstly. Then we want to prove also how we are saying these two triangles are congruent. Note down, everyone. Two triangles are said to be two triangles. Two triangles are said to be congruent. Two triangles are said to be congruent if if two sides if two sides and the included angle of one triangle included angle of one triangle or equal to the two sides and the included angle of the other. Included angle of the other. Draw this figure, everyone. Triangle ABC, triangle DEF. AB length covers to DE, BC length covers to EF, angle B covers to angle E. Draw this figure, everyone. Draw this figure, everyone. Side angle side congruence rule. After this period, I will free, man. Draw this figure. Student, listen carefully. Congruence rule is the very powerful rule. With the help of this rule, we can prove any theorems, any questions. That much importance is there. You will see in the remaining questions, whatever I will explain. With the help of congruence rule, we'll prove the theorems, we'll prove the questions. That's why be careful and concentrate very clearly. Now, I have drawn this true figure. I want to check how we are saying these two triangles are congruent. Firstly, I want to write here in triangle ABC, in triangle ABC, in triangle ABC, and triangle DEF. There are two triangles. First triangle is ABC. Second triangle is DEF. Now, students, you are observing here AB length is equal to DE because AB covers DE length. Note down. AB is equal to DE. Next, BC is equal to we can write angle B. Angle B, we can say angle ABC or angle B. Angle ABC is equal to angle DEF. Next, BC is equal to EF. Students, you are observing here side angle side. This is SAS, side angle side. If this three condition is following this two triangles, then we can say both the triangles are congruent because two sides are equal, one angle is equal. Then I can say a triangle ABC congruent to triangle DEF. Note down. Triangle ABC congruent triangle DEF. Triangle ABC congruent triangle DEF. How we are saying this is SAS? Because two sides are equal, one angle is equal. This is angles, side angle side. Next keep heading CPCT. Very famous theorem. In the exam, 100 times they will ask this question. Whatever time, how many times you will write exam, every time they will ask a proof CPCT theorem, and very easy theorem. Keep heading CPCT, corresponding part of congruent triangle. Left side keep heading CPCT theorem. Don't write small letter, write capital letter. CPCT. What is the meaning of CPCT? Corresponding part of corresponding part of corresponding part of congruent triangle. This theorem is also very famous theorem. CPCT, corresponding part of congruent theorem. Students, with the help of name already, you can identify what is the meaning of CPCT, corresponding part of congruent triangles. If two triangles are congruent, that corresponding parts will be equal. If two triangles are congruent, then we can say that corresponding parts will be equal. Note down. If two triangles are congruent, if two triangles are congruent, if two triangles, if two triangles are congruent, note down everyone. If two triangles are congruent, comma, their corresponding parts will be equal. Their corresponding parts will be equal. But students always keep in mind, if two triangles are not congruent, we can't apply CPCT theorem. If I want to apply CPCT theorem, firstly, I want to check the given triangles are congruent or not. If given triangles are congruent, then we can apply CPCT theorem. Yeah, with the help of examples, you can understand what is the actual meaning of CPCT here. First triangle name is ABC. Second is PQR. Students, stop writing, listen carefully here. Observe here. Don't write, students. What is the actual meaning of CPCT? There are two triangles. First triangle is ABC. Second triangle is PQR. Listen carefully, everyone. Yeah. First figure is the triangle ABC. Second figure is triangle PQR. Now, angle A I am giving 60 degree. Angle P 60 degree. Angle B 30 degree. Angle Q 30 degree. I am taking, for example purpose, you can take any angle, student. Okay. Now, I told to you, these two triangles are congruent. These two triangles are congruent. I want to check, can we apply CPCT theorem or not? Listen carefully. I told these two triangles are congruent. Can I apply CPCT theorem? Yes, we can apply. Yes, we can apply. How we can apply? AB length correspond to PQ length. Listen carefully. AB length correspond to PQ length. AB length is 5 centimeter, PQ is 5 centimeter. Side. Next, angle A correspond to angle P. Angle A correspond to angle P. Angle B corresponds to angle Q. Yes. One side are equal, two angles are equal. Angle side angle. Angle side angle. These two triangles are congruent, then we can say yes, we can apply CPCT theorem here, because if two triangles are congruent, then corresponding parts will be equal. AB is equal to PQ, A is equal to angle A is equal to angle P, angle B is equal to angle Q. But always keep in mind, if two triangles are not congruent, we can't apply CPCT theorem. How we are saying, sir, how we will check these two triangles are congruent or not? Yes. If I am rotating this figure, PQ triangle, if I want to rotate, first time I rotated here, it will come down. Directly we can take mirror image of this PQR, mirror image of PQR. Then this R will go up. This R will go up and P will be the same and Q will be same. This is 5 centimeter, 60 degree and 30 degree. Students, you are observing? Both figure are same or not? When I am taking mirror image of this figure, mirror image, if I want to take mirror image, this figure I want to pull, it will go up. This figure, it will go up. This R point will go up. R point I pulled up and PQ will be same. Got it? Now PQ length, when, yeah, now you can observe, student, this figure and both figure are congruent. Are you getting my point? Yes. Now listen carefully. If this length I have given 4 centimeter, can I say these two triangle are congruent? Can I say this first figure and third figure are congruent? We can't say first and third figure are congruent, because AB length is 5 centimeter and PQ length is 4 centimeter. Both triangles are not congruent. We can't apply CPCT theorem here, and we can't say this parts, corresponding parts will be equal. Are you getting my point, students? Then firstly, we want to check two triangles are congruent or not. Yeah, two triangles are congruent. We can apply here CPCT theorem. Yes. Draw this figure, everyone. This is figure 1. This is figure 2.